Hello and welcome. So today I'm talking about growing your business, and there's two things in particular. What is the quickest way to grow your business? And what does it mean to scale your business? Because I think some have that confused. And I'll start off with, so this is going to be just an open conversation, and we're just going to talk about all things business, where you are, what questions you may have, and some of the trainings that I've been doing. So for the last 28 months, I dove into a lot of business strategy, really understanding scaling processes and systems. And I did figure out that I don't want to be that person. I would get out of class and I would lay on the hotel bed staring at the ceiling in a coma, like just zapped my creativity, zapped my excitement. And I was like, this is really interesting. I wonder how many other new business owners, I'm not considering myself new, but I started thinking about my newer coaches, feel this way when it comes to tech and landing pages and funnels, that so much time and attention and focus is going to these things that actually don't matter at the growth point of your business. The class that I was in for scaling, the systems and operations and all of that information actually does not apply to me right now. Had it applied to me, I would have been on the edge of my seat and I would have been consuming the information so that I could solve the problem. And that got me like stepping back and just kind of like grounding in and thinking about so many of my clients who haven't reached six figures yet. And so that's really what I want to open this conversation of. Monique, I know you and I have gone beyond that. Marianne, your company, Mary Beth, your company, you and your husband's company, SpiceX has, but your coaching business is more of what I'm talking to today, as with some of the others who are here and not on camera right now. And so I want to like reveal some of this. I was talking to a guy last night. He's an IT guy from Dallas, and he has been in a very important roles in huge companies. And he is now the tech guy for direct sales or not internet marketing, direct sales and multi-level marketing. And it's basically, he helps someone who has a direct sales company or an influence like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like how he helps them in particular. And we were talking about this, and he was saying how he had an event coming up that he was focusing strictly on what I'm going to be talking about today. And so I think there's a lot of us who have been in business for a very long time who are wanting to talk about this because we're seeing so many new business owners struggle and suffer. And I did a podcast last week with Shore Wilson, and she mentioned this. She's going from six-figure corporate to six-figure coach. So from employee to self-employment. And she brought up some really interesting dynamics and that happened in that experience of, she thought, yeah, I mean, I do everything really well and really fast, and this is going to be so easy. And $6,000 later, after beating her head against a wall and like, oh my God, feeling like I am not good at this, there's something wrong with me, all of those things that come up. And she said her moment of awareness and ease happened when I described the four, sometimes I say four, sometimes I say five levels of business. And so I thought that would be a great segue. And I wanted to talk about the fastest way to grow your new business, new coaching business, new service-based business. Oh, great. Melanie is here. Melanie can talk about going from $49,000 a year to $385,000 12 months later. So how to go from a $40,000 year to a $40,000 month. So, and I'm calling it a mastermind because I do want to hear all of you and your experience. And many of you I've worked with, so I happen to know what a lot of that is. So that's it. That's my intro to what we're going to be doing today. It's a grow your business mastermind. And just know that this is something I'm playing with because it's something that I want to move more into. I want to do more live in person, at least every quarter, where we are just coming into these mastermind rooms and tackling from idea to success in your business. You know, you can lead with an amazing idea that solves people's problems. You build you come up with the idea that solves a problem. You find the people who are willing to pay to solve that problem. In other words, you build your audience, and then you create a segue in. So that just means a funnel, meet them where they are and take them to where they want to go. And then automate very few things on the back end. I will talk about CRM. I'm glad to have gosh, I keep saying Mary Beth here that can actually talk about this too. And I'm very interested in hearing your opinion about this, because this guy and I were talking about there is a major focus on CRM and AI and ads that is premature, that is taking away from you monetizing, which means you're never going to have anything to track if you don't do the first part, at the beginning. So Mary Beth, I don't know if you want to speak to that, or if you want to bring your guy. Oh, why is my brain not working with names right now? Mike on, in that conversation, because that is what he does. He created a CRM, and they work with big companies and basically build it out for them. Like, what is it that you need? We are your person to create that for you. So I think it's going to be a really good conversation that we can have here. But first and foremost, I want to talk about how to grow your business as quickly as possible. So for those of you who are not at $1 million yet, this is for you. Got it? Do I have the right audience? Am I speaking to the right people? The very first thing is you have to determine what your craft or skill or product or service is. That is the first thing. I want to go into business for myself. I want to buy my own job. I am not afraid to say that, because I did that for 10 years. I did not have a business. I didn't even know what a business was. I was looking to get away from my kids before I went crazy, and I needed to put some cash in my bank account so I could entertain them, because having 4 and 5 kids with no money and no job, I was losing my mind. I felt trapped. And I tried going to work for someone else. It was really hard for me to even find a job. When I did land a job, it was all day long. And my check was $300.01 every 2 weeks. And my babysitter was $75 a week. So figure out the math. My babysitter and me made the same amount of money. And so I only did that for 6 months. And that is my only experience with a job. Not because I wouldn't have been an amazing employee. I'm telling you, I would have been a Eucharistic minister if the church would have accepted me. And I would have been an amazing employee if any company would have accepted me. But I couldn't get into either one, which forced me into building a business. And the reason I was in Milwaukee is I was learning the quickest way to grow your business, which is being really clear on your message and getting it out to the world on stages, your stage and other people's stage. And in that, I don't know, it's been a couple of years that I've been playing with this idea and trying to figure out, what is my story? Because like many of you, we have lots of stories, right? What is your one story that leads to that one belief that leads to that mastered craft that you want to offer, if it's a product or a service? So let's just sit for a second, see if you can write this down, because in a mastermind, we're really getting ideas, we're breaking through paradigms, we're getting really clear, and we want to master our mind in this mastermind. We want to really get a hold to how can we reset our perception so that we can achieve success. That's what I'm here for. That's what I hope you're here for. I want to be in a room with powerhouse women, successful women, non-apologetic, like getting stuff done. So first thing is you decide, I want to buy myself a job or a business. And I'm going to do that by offering, maybe it's essential oils. I've been hooked up with this company. My friend I met at an event, I absolutely love. Like, this would be an idea for someone who wants to do direct sales. Find a company that solves a problem that aligns with you and your clients. Go in with them. That's an idea. I love multi-level marketing and direct sales. I think they have the best products on the market because they have to do so much research to prove that their thing works. And so I personally have been involved in direct sales for years because they already have the product. I didn't have to come up with it for myself. I'm aligned with these people. I'm aligned with what it does. It's all about brain health. I'm like, oh yes, I'm into like biohacking and, feeding my brain, especially as we get older. We were just talking about dementia and I never say this right, Alzheimer's. Correct me if I say it wrong. I used to say old timers, so I've gotten a little bit better. And that's one way is you actually become an affiliate or a partner with an existing product. Another option is like, I'm a massage therapist. I'm a yoga teacher. I have a gym. We got manicure, pedicure chairs out here. Like it could be a service. Melanie is an esthetician. She will help you get skinny in a heartbeat and then firm it up, plump it up, and feel amazing. So it's like, find something that people are willing to pay for. Another service, are you guys thinking of other things that you could offer? Maybe it's coaching. Mary Beth and I do business coaching, mentoring. The CRM, that's a service. They have created a company that offers businesses a CRM that works for them. We will design it for you. I think that's what you guys do, huh? Make it fit the company. For other people, it might be real estate. There's lots of money in real estate. So, and again, you can partner up with a company that sells homes or that sells trailer parks or that sells something. And I happen to love all three. So I have made great money and it was the start to my understanding of leadership. I realized through direct sales that I didn't have leadership skills. I didn't realize that in my own business. I was just struggling. Then when I got into direct sales and I had 800 something people under me, it was very obvious that I was lacking in leadership. And that was probably because I wasn't trained or coached or mentored. So I thought everyone just got up and went to work. Don't you guys? Like, I didn't know that we had to inspire and develop and encourage people to do that. I thought everyone did that. Tell me if I'm wrong. Y'all look at me and tell me if I'm wrong. 20 years, I thought that. I was like hiring a me. Like I was looking for another me. There are employee mindset and there are business owner mindset. And then there are self-employed mindsets. So one of those, now I love direct sales or affiliate marketing because it's just sharing what you love, other people buy it, and you and the company benefits. I love coaching and service-based because it feels good. Oh, here's my balloons. Because it feels good, right, Melanie? Doesn't it feel good when they leave your clinic and they're like, they feel amazing and they come back for another appointment and because they're so excited and they want to keep coming back? Like it felt amazing when I did their nails, when I did their feet, when we, got out of yoga or fitness class or after their massages. I was like, oh my God, that feels so good. Like to make people happy. Hey, I get paid for this. Yeah. And then you make the money from that. And now I want to invest it in real estate. I don't want to go sell homes. I want to put my money where my money can grow and make more money on repeat while I sleep than I can make during the day and awake. So I like all three of those. You guys might have better ideas. Maybe there's something else. Maybe you have a restaurant or something else. So first thing is master your craft. Second thing, once you know what it is, who's going to buy it? Who's your audience? Are they already built in? Do you already have an email list? Do you already have a following? Are you super crazy popular on social media already? People have like been influenced by you. For Monique and I, before we went into mind body coaching, we were massage therapists, hairdressers, esthetician, barber, so we already knew how to work with people. I think we got a head jump on some of these new coaches that actually didn't know how to do that. We knew how to do that. When you are doing hair and nails and feet and massage, you got to learn people skills. You might not learn leadership skills, but you definitely learn people skills, right? great quality. Yeah. So if you already have an audience, then you can go to them first and then you can expand from there. But what about you guys who don't have an audience? Oh, and I think Allison's here, and Allison is a hairdresser, and that's her built-in audience. Joy is a massage therapist, so she has a built-in audience because we already have people who are coming to us. Do you have to build your audience brand new, Mary Beth, or are they already there? Do you already have people in your ecosystem that you can go to?
As far as my coaching part, not really. So I can go to our software companies, but usually we're working with the IT people, not the top business people of the company. So I have to find my own, and primarily I'd like to I want to coach women. So
Okay. So that would be your first thing is who is the audience you're going to build? And we've got worksheets and like deep dives into breaking this down in Boss Up of like, okay, so it's women with this problem, it's women who live here, it's women who have kids or don't have kids, it's women who are married or not married, it's women who are divorced, it's women for second time around looking for what they're going to, but I mean, you can just do the homework on that part. We actually have a free product called the Simple Business Trifecta if you need help on that. And anybody who's listening in the audience that's interested, I'm happy to give you that link. So that would be for you building the audience. Melanie has an audience. Monique has an audience. They actually live in the same town. And Melanie is using Facebook ads to drive new traffic. Monique is using herself, relationship building. She's doing it organically, right, Monique? We're looking at doing ads later on, but right now, the hustle is in the relationship building, getting known. There you go, hustler. So getting known, think about this. How are you going to get known? Like this is an option for me to get known. I'm going to do a live. I'm going to come on. I'm going to offer free people to come to this free mastermind class. And I'm going to do it to social media. So if anyone happens to find it, I'm going to tag and put some great keywords and SEO about growing your business, making money, 6-figure, 7-figure earners. And I'm just going to hope that it goes to the right people. If it looks like, oh my God, that is so valuable, maybe I'll put some money on it and I'll hit like a little bit of ads or like boost, where it goes into more people beyond the normal algorithm. That's a way to grow an audience, wouldn't you all say? Very natural. Like I'm in a sweatshirt on a Sunday, right? Just hanging out, having a conversation. But this is who I am. Would you say this is who I am all the time? I'm not putting on a mask. I'm not coming on and pretending to be someone else. I'm like, if you want to work with me, this is what it's like to be in my community. And we've got some great information here. We'd like more people to see it. We're going to add $5 or $50 and we're going to push it out to more people with the same interest. I can even decide what country or state or what language, boop, 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 get it going to more people. Someone may find me, right? So that's a way to grow an audience. Do any of you have an idea of something different? Referrals. What else have you all tried? Do you want to throw something in there?
So being in Fort Lauderdale, there's a lot of conferences going on. We were just at one, actually for our software. It was a franchise conference, but there's small business conferences, expos going on. I'm in Florida, so this is still prime time for a lot of those. So that and local meetups. If you go find them, I think they pop up on Facebook, these different meetup events that are kind of, they know where you're living and joining those.
Love all that. Yep. So going to network events. I've been going pretty much, that's where Mary Beth and I met at the same events for 2 years now, like every month, several times a month. And I decided this year I was venturing out. So I'm going to go to the biohacking conference. I might do an Aspire conference. I might do they're more inspiring and fluffy than like the ones that I like, or like smaller and learning. Like I want to go and I want to take tactical stuff. Like that's different than I'm going to go to a conference and it's going to be rah, rah, rah. Here we go. Let's go. You know, that one, you can meet people in the hall, but you're not really meeting them in the room. Like the event I just did was under 30 people. So we had lots of conversations. We were able to present in front of each other. We got to know each other. I like those better. What about y'all? Do y'all like the big, like when I went to doTERRA's 30,000 people, like my nervous system just does like this. Monique, do you
Yeah,
have?
yeah. I was just writing down a few things that I'm involved in here in the next few weeks and stuff. I'm doing that women's conference in Denver where I'll be a vendor. So I'll just basically meet people and talk about what I do. I've been doing like the chamber events here. And I mean, Facebook and referrals are my top two money makers. Just posting, responding to people's posts about pain and stuff like that. So
Nice.
yeah.
How about you, Melanie? Do you have anything else outside of the Facebook ad ideas? I think you're on mute. I muted you earlier because you were making noise.
I think most of it's just mostly Facebook for right now. And then just sometimes I actually go to some of the events that she's talking about and kind of not the ones, but I've gone to like a couple of I think they had like the end of the year annual gala that I went to, met some people through there. And then a new thing I actually started was one of my neighbors and friends, she's a real estate agent. So I just did this before I got got on here, is that when she does closings, I give her like a thing to put in her closing gift package. So I think for this last 2 months, I did one free hydro facial that they can get. And then I also I said, or they could use $1,000 to use towards any exclusive skin, body contouring or skin package.
Nice. Great idea.
So
Great ideas. Yeah. How can you get your name in front of more people? That is step number 2.
yeah.
Growing your audience, reaching down to people who already know you. What about your family and friends who might not be necessarily be interested in what you're doing in the business, but they can tell other people. Maybe they can tell their sister-in-law, maybe they can tell their neighbor, or like just like, hey, would you like to support me? This might not be anything you want to purchase, but would you tell other people about what I do? Like, could you send me names? That's another way to build it.
Yeah. And then today too, I because Monique came, I did a Botox advanced training. So the trainer came up to do some training with me and my medical director. And so like my landlord, he ended up coming to get Botox. So, when he left, his intent is to tell his sister-in-law so she can come in. And, the same thing too, like whoever's coming in, them hopefully bringing in other people towards me through just being models for me today.
Beautiful. Love it.
So,
I used to do that with AromaTouch. We would put it on Facebook. Hey, we have an AromaTouch training. It's an even number. We need someone else to come in to be a model, and like we actually picked up clients like that ended up like wanting to do the training, buying the product, loved it so much. So those are great ideas. All right. So we've decided on the craft and we've mastered it, because Melanie, let's talk the real deal. I mean, you can have these machines and not know what the heck you're doing, right? You can like, oh, I do Botox, and then like the wrong side of their face is like not moving, right? There are things like this that we see a lot of these fixing other people's unskilled crafts things. So
yeah.
I wouldn't y'all say like it's first like, hey, like for me, it was I wanted to tan and there was no place to tan. And so I was like, that's what I'm going to do. Like, I'm going to do something I want. And then it grew into hair, grew into nails, it grew, it's like, and then I was like, man, I'm working all day long. I need to move my body. So I was like, there's no place to exercise. I'm going to open the gym, and that way people come in to exercise, they get a haircut, they come in to do their nails, and then they want to come to class. And, it's like I just started getting creative in my 20s, not even knowing anything about business. I was just like having fun, meeting people and offering something I thought they wanted across from a crawfish lake in front of a hayfield. It's like, come on, guys. Y'all have a lot more people where y'all live. Don't be giving me no, we ain't got no people here. I don't have Starbucks for 60 miles. And our restaurants is like pizza and fried chicken and gas stations. Y'all cannot give me that excuse. All right. So you mastered your craft. You decided what it is. Go ahead, Mary Beth.
Oh, I was just thinking of something the other day, and I'm not in the industry, but sometimes women go with men to, I don't know, the races, or the F1 stuff that's going on. We're down Florida, Daytona, all that. There should be stations for women to go, because they aren't really that interested, but they're there with their significant other, get their nails done, get their hair done. I don't really see that. There's some of the events I've gone to, I'm thinking, boy, if I was in that, I'd be going after some of those events.
Okay, can I make a connection? Can I make a connection for you?
Sure.
Okay, so my mind loves opportunity. I love to create something out of nothing. What if you, as a business coach, went to the spas and salons in the area where these events are happening and say, hey, I happen to be a wife who goes to all of this event, and myself and my friends would love something to do. This would be a great place for you to market. If you're interested, I could do some business coaching with you and show you how to do that. Would you like to add more revenue and clients to your business?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good one.
And you might know someone who can speak the salon language.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everybody who's watching is getting this. If you're on YouTube, give me some thumbs up. Say, oh my God, that's brilliant. There's so much opportunity. We are just blinded to it when we are not when we're not, is it exposed to it, experienced by it? So it's like we have ideas, but they don't click. They don't click. So the more we can have these conversations, you'll start to recognize, see how that ignited an idea in you? That's how it works. On-site is more profitable. There you go. Yeah, have the conversation. Maybe that's something we could do together. Find someone else. If you're not don't know the language or the lingo of salons and spas, find someone else who is. Make sense? Okay. So now we're building out the audience. Guess what has to happen now? You have to sell your idea, which is exactly what I just told Mary Beth. So she's like, oh my God, I got a great idea. I bet they can make money. I bet they need a coach to learn how to make more money and how to keep, because they would have more practitioners. They would have more, their schedules, thinking outside the box. Yes, Joy. So now we're like, okay, let's see if that idea sells. This is what brings up how good of a marketer and a salesperson are you? So what I love about business and what my signature talk, my presentation on stages is going to be about, I'm just going to kind of put it in right here. I believe that you can live the life beyond your imagination at this point. I believe you can have anything you want through the path of a business owner. That is my belief. It's been my experience. I've worked with lots of other business owners. I believe that through the path of entrepreneurship, business owner, self-employment, you will heal your limitations. You will heal outdated beliefs. You have to. It will hit you in the face immediately. And so it's a great path to healing your health, your thoughts about money, so your health, your wealth, and your relationships. So you will get personal transformation through the path of business owner. The second thing, you will have to learn how to have, how to receive. That will require a certain degree of worthiness. So you'll not only heal what's going on in your mind, you'll actually put yourself in a position to be able to have, hold, contain. Huge, huge thing. Are y'all kind of recognizing your own journey as I'm talking? And the third thing that you can get through the path of owning a business is help. So heal, have, and help. You will, once you're healed and once you have what you need and want, what you want to do naturally is help other people get it. Yes or no? Of course. That's where I'm at now. I'm bored with myself. I have everything I want. It's like I have to go and set a bigger goal, not because money is so important, but because The journey to serving and giving is paid in money. And so we got to set bigger goals and we got to figure out what that part is, because at the end of the day, my clients, those who I'm talking to right here, are healing focused entrepreneurs. That means they are helping other people heal their life in some degree, their relationships, their body, their mindset. Do y'all agree? Are you all healing focused entrepreneurs? Every day, all day. Yes. So I know my people and I know my talk is going to reach those people, because when I say you're going to hit up about everything that you have ever thought about yourself negatively is going to have to be healed for you to be able to have, for you to be able to help. I have a podcast that's called The Wounded Healer. Many healing focused entrepreneurs are trying to heal their own wounds by projecting it and healing the world, but they are just trying to fill the gap for themselves. And so I want to help that industry, the holistic wellness practitioners. I want to level the playing field between the $1 million marketer and the healing focused entrepreneur. So I've got all the training on the marketing and sales and everything that they need to know in business strategy. So I'm infusing it into these people who want to help the world heal. Make sense? Okay. So you have to sell that idea. An idea is not enough. So Mary Beth, you would now need to take that idea that you've been thinking with all of these events, and then you just go around Fort Lauderdale looking for the spas. First, I would become a client. I would get in there. I would not walk in and ask them for something. I'd walk in and give them something. Melanie, does that make a difference when someone comes in as a client first and then ask you for a job?
Yes, it does.
What was one of the first things I told you when you and I started working together? Who else can you do business with in your community that's your ideal client? What businesses can you go and support to meet those people that you want reciprocity from, that you want in your world? I don't think it comes from us going and asking and taking. I think it comes from us going and supporting and giving. That's what opens the relationship. I have
Yes.
people come to me and trying to get on my podcast, or they want to, like, are you looking to hire a coach? Like I coach, I do, what do you call it when they want to come and coach in my community. They don't know my community. They don't know me. You don't know what kind of coaching we do. You don't know what my client's problem is. Like, I don't want mindset coaching you don't know my people. So what were you going to say?
I think you're right. It's like if they're in the community, so they know the community and you're supporting. So yeah. And then they're experiencing it too, right? So who better to, if you were to bring somebody in, they know they understand it better.
Well, let's use this as an example. Let's say that there is a cute little coffee shop right down the road, and they also host events and stuff like that. It's mom and pop. It's not a Starbucks, mom and pop kind of place. Maybe it's a food place. Let's just use that as an example. And you go there on a regular basis. What's the chances that those people who already know you are going to say, yeah, there's a spa right down the road? And if you say, hey, can I put a flyer, that they are going to tell someone else? What's the chances they're going to do that for you before someone who dropped by from down the road who's never done business with them and said, hey, can I leave my card here?
Yeah, it's true. It's even when I first started my business, there was a couple that opened up a business doing like home remedy stuff like that. And I would go over there and purchase stuff. And then I got to know them. And so, I would send them people, they would send me people. Yes. So we kind of collaborated together, because it was all about health and wellness and feeling better about yourself. So we collaborated that way.
Yep.
Which is huge. Yeah.
Yeah. Because third-party validation is more valuable than great marketing. They can see your beautiful ad 50 times on social media. But then when someone else says, I went, I was happy, they did a great job, look at my results, you'll sell 100 times more. And so a lot of us just have to get out of our way and actually become consumers with people we want to do business with. I very rarely, if ever, have walked into a room that I wanted to take something from that I didn't first invest in. I see it all the time, though. All the time. All right. It just like the taking just doesn't feel good to me. Like I want reciprocity. I want that equal exchange. You know, I want to be in relationship. So you have to sell your idea to others. That is the only way you will know if the idea is profitable. And for those who are coaches, you can let me know in the chat. And if you're on YouTube, you can let me know there. How many of you are trying to lead your sales with your coaching package? I've got a very unique take on this. You may disagree, but I actually don't believe that just coaching is a sustainable, profitable business. I don't. I think it is something you do when you're helping them get something else, but I don't think that it is I never have, and I've gotten a lot of flack on that, but even the coaches that I know who are $50 million earners, 50 million a year, 15 million, y'all, I interviewed Corinne Crabtree, $15 million earner. She's a coach. She's a weight loss coach. They are coming for the weight loss. They're not coming for the coaching. She also does business coaching. They're going because they want to know how to make money. They are not going because they want their brain coached. And so if you guys are coaches and you're having a hard time getting started, I'm letting you know that that's what it is. Whenever I trained Monique to be a coach, she had a lot of different licensures, and we met in massage school. And I was doing coaching. I've been coaching since 2012. And when I started my coach certification, it was because there was so much mindset stuff out there. And I was in the mind body healing world. And I was like, I'm going to do mind body coaching because the practitioners are working, let's say with supplement or body work or chiropractic adjustments, but the coaching was a missing piece. And so I help practitioners by integrating coaching in their practice. That was my tagline. But it was not, you will lead the world with a coaching practice. It's just not tangible. You're never going to see it, not through AI, not in Walmart, not in Walgreens. And that means it is not a tangible purchase. So you'll have to lead with something else. I help you make more money in your business. I help you bring your team on board. I help you organize your books. Something. And we use coaching to do that. So I don't want to be Debbie Downer on it. I just, in my experience, have never seen a profitable coach that doesn't offer something else that they are looking to buy. Network marketing, the person building their business, but may need coaching. Yes, for sure. So let me see. This is a great point. Coaching on their limiting beliefs on growing, but it is about the product, not the coaching. Yes, it's like you're using coaching to help move the barriers so they can grow the business, so they can get the results. So like with Melanie, yes, exactly. So I coach Melanie on business and strategy, and sometimes it's on belief and mindset. Like I do that. But if you asked her who I am to her, she would not say she's my mindset coach. That she would say she's my business and strategy coach. She helps me make more money. She helps me get more clients, right? You would not say I am like, you pay me to coach you.
No.
Do I use coaching on you?
Yes, but differently. You're business coaching. Yeah.
Yeah. What? But I work a lot.
We collaborate.
We work
Yeah.
in here. Yeah.
Yes.
But
yeah.
But you wouldn't hire
different.
me just to make you feel good.
I would not do that. No.
See what I mean?
No, it's different. Our relationship's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a mentor.
And this is really interesting. It's an interesting dynamic because Monique is Melanie's personal coach, her relationship coach. because that component is very important. Growing a business and severing your desires and wants from your partner is an obstacle. It creates a barrier. So Monique met Melanie, started coaching her in relationships, body stuff, mind stuff, and then referred her for coach. But for both of this, she's like, better relationship with myself and my partner, more money in my business, and more clients. Yes. So you
Yes.
can make money as a coach who helps you get your results. Oh, this is finally making more sense to my brain. Good. I was hoping that that's why I'm calling it a mastermind, that like us kind of all coming together and using these examples instead of me talking at you. Yeah. And Mary Beth, you're in a room with me with hundreds of coaches. They need to lead with something, right? If they're trying to lead with just coaching, like, you can, like, what if I said, hey, I can help you get your email list to 500,000 subscribers. And I'm going to coach you through your limiting beliefs in order to get you there. That makes sense. But what if I say, hey, I'm going to help coach you through your limiting beliefs so you can have anything you want? Does it even land? Oh, it's like, anyway, I don't want to get too much into it because I don't want to get stuck here. So sell your ideas to others. The results, guys, not the process, not the how, not the teaching. It has to be the result. Is everybody clear on that? What is your client going to get that they're willing to pay for? They're not going to certain places because of how they're cooking the food. Go ahead, Allison. You have a question?
Hi. Yeah.
Hi.
So if you could help me pick a word on this, because what I'm actually doing, because I call myself, I specialize in interrupting self-sabotage, right? I help people practice getting on their own
Why is
way.
that important? What does self-sabotage, when
So
they
I call it
self-sabotage, what does that stop them from getting?
what they really want. So the
Yeah,
desire.
but what is
But
that?
this is what it all boils down to, whether it's health, wealth, relationship, any of that. It's actually quieting the chatter in their own head is what it actually is, almost that.
Right, but that's the how. That's the how. Why, like, what are they buying? What do they want? What is the chatter and the self-sabotage stopping? Is it, are they overeating, or they want to exercise, but they're not exercising? They're trying to get through a sexual block. You're going to have to pick one, or you are going to struggle for a very long time.
So most of them, it's actually been all different. It really has been.
I know, but then now your clients own your business and you. See, if you don't decide, which is fine if that's what you want to do. You're like, I will coach anybody on anything. Okay. So then what's your
I think that kind of is what I want to do, because mine is starting inside out. So this is literally my circle. And now then it's expanding to their people.
Okay.
And it's
so what's your question for me?
So my question is, when you said sell my idea, sell the results, the actual result is quieting the chatter in their own head.
Okay. Is it selling?
So I'm doing it with people. They're arriving at it.
No, when you market it, when you promote it, I'm going to like, hey, I'm going to help you chatter. I'm going to help you quiet the chatter in your mind. Do they buy? This is the only way
haven't
you can
marketed
test it.
that.
Okay.
That's why, like,
yeah,
on this call, that's exactly like when you said it, like, what am I actually selling? Like, what right now they're just buying me, right? They're just,
that's because they know you. This is a great point.
Yeah.
Guys, the people who know and love you, who trust you, will buy in. They will try anything. It's when you want to go beyond that. So if you want to stay right there to get like really good at coaching with the people that you know and do a variety of things, I don't think there's a problem with that. But for the content of what we're talking about today, we're talking about building an audience that you don't have, like bringing more people into your world. You're going to have to be specific with those people. They already know you. So like I could tell my people and sell them anything because they believe me and they want to work with me.
What would be the wording? Like, how could I summarize that what I'm actually selling is helping them quiet the chatter in their mind.
This is what I would be looking for. I help you quiet the chatter in your mind so that
you can get out of your own way.
So that I can get out of my own way so that I can have what?
So the majority of them want just the freedom from that obsessive thinking.
Okay, so I'll be free of obsessing thinking. So now I can have what?
Peace and just feel good,
Okay,
like
so now
relax.
I'm going to feel really good and be peaceful. So now I have what result? Because they can go to
Like,
church and feel peaceful. They can get a massage and feel peaceful.
but okay, so the way it is, it's actually like they just finally feel good. You know, it's like
Feel good from
people
what? How are they not feeling good?
because they're always in their head, whether they're out to dinner with someone, they're not
I know, but you're
focused on
coming,
the
you're back, you're in the house. So what I would recommend, because it's like you're really adamant about keeping this, I would recommend you just keep it. And just
Yeah.
keep serving people that you know. Just keep serving people that you know. And when you're ready to expand your reach and grow your audience to bring in people who don't know you, then do this work. Because you can't force it, man. I've tried forcing so many people, Mary Beth and Monique, and they have watched me try to force people into changing this. Joy, I think Joy could comment on this too, because this is kind of where she, and me too. I can help anybody do anything. I can. I really do. I get in there with a chisel. I pull out the old belief system and I implant a new one, and I can help them get them anything they want. And it sells to no one. No one. But if I say, hey, I can help you make money in your business and get more clients, now once they come in, I chisel the belief. Then I can do that work so that they can go and make the money that they want, because it's the thing in their way. But if they knew it was the thing in their way, it wouldn't be in their way. Like the chatter in their mind. Like if they knew that, they won't need you. And so when you're trying to teach, and I feel like Monique could be a good one to have this conversation, because man, yeah, Monique, matter of fact, 4 days ago, I saw a post on your page that I almost messaged to you and said, you're teaching again. You cleaned it up, so I didn't, but I mean the next ones, but it was there again. It is such a habit. So if you want to bring something to the market of people who don't know you, you will have to give them a very defined end result.
I guess that's what my question is how do I define that? Because most of it is what it is. It's like they
It's a
spent years in
decision.
therapy and not getting those results. Okay, so the
It's a
decision
decision. No, you will have to make a decision to just choose one that you already know they're paying for and go at it until they come in. That's it. You're going to have to make, it's not them, it's you. You'll have, like, I had to just decide I'm going to work with wellness practitioners, holistic minded, healing focused. That's it. I'm just going to work with them. Now, listen, I have a plumber, I have HVAC, I have dentistry, but I don't market to them. This is just for marketing. This is not serving. It's so you can keep serving the hodgepodge of clients. As a matter of fact, I suggest you do, because you're going to get really confident by doing that. You don't need to market to those people who already know you and you're talking to. What I'm talking about today is, imagine you didn't know anyone and you have a business idea that you want to take to the market. That's what I'm talking about. So it's two different things. So to market to the outside world and start growing an audience, you will have to decide on something you want to serve them. If you went to Walmart and that is where you bought your, like Wendy's was there, you can get your nails done, like it was just everything was there. How will Walmart market to you? They would have to market to 20 different people. But you're not big like Walmart. Like everyone knows about Walmart, so they can get away with it. Grant Cardone can get away with it because his intention is for 8 billion people to know his name, and he's partnered with, like, they've got like 20 companies, so they can do it. Brooke Castile can do it because she's got millions of followers, so she can talk about diet, she can talk about money, because they have the audience. I'm talking about, you're going to sell the idea and build the audience. Like the day Brooke decided and started the podcast, like that was 10 years ago. She's now, and same thing with Corinne. When Corinne started, help you lose weight, help you lose weight, help you lose weight, help you lose weight. That's all she talked about. Lose weight, lose weight, lose weight. Now she's got 2 really good companies, but they're battling for attention. And I know people falling between because of that. But she could afford to do that because she's beyond $15 million. She can afford to play around with that and lose some people, but not a new business owner. Like if she would have tried that early on in her business, it would have been very detrimental and she wouldn't have gotten to 13,000 members. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's not a problem. I will tell all of my new coaches, coach anyone and everyone, get lots of practice, get really good at what you do, get testimonials, get good at talking about what you do. And then when you're ready to get to 6 figures, decide. Now, until they're ready to get to 6 figures, you're literally a helicopter dropping corn to see if the deer or the chipmunks or the squirrel, like who's coming get this corn.
Okay, so I don't have to sell the
No,
results
you don't have to
yet.
do it. No,
Okay.
that's what I'm telling you.
Perfect.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep asking. What will happen is you're going to run out of those people.
Well, it's
and have to
already
get clear.
gone to the next level. Like my core is already gone just beyond that. Now I'm getting their coworkers. Now I'm getting my chiropractor's patients. Now I'm getting my client's husband. So it's just starting to bud to that.
I would keep going until
Mhm.
you got a problem to solve. I'm telling you, because this is going to create a problem. What will happen is you'll start getting scattered and you'll want to get really good at one thing and you won't be. And that's when you're going to have to cut away and then get really good at one thing. Right now,
Okay.
yep. I would just keep doing
Okay.
it. I did this I got to $365,000 one year without a website. And
Mhm.
so I had an existing business. So I had people who knew me and I was like, I had a yoga community. I had an essential oil community. I had so I had a lot of people to draw from that trusted me and was like, what are you doing now? What are you doing now? And they came and I helped them with everything, like how to have their first orgasm, how to make money, I was all over the map. And
Yeah.
then I'm ready to scale. And I was like, I won't get to $5 million doing that. There's not enough of me and there's not enough time to do that. Is everybody clear? Like, is this helping? Is there anybody
I
watching on
think-
YouTube that has questions? Because I love breaking this part down.
I think I am at the where you were. That's actually my goal. Right. And so I feel better now because I'm like wrapping my brain in how do I put this into a label, but I don't actually even have to right now. So, okay, I'm more comfortable with that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Was that a good question for everyone? Because boy, is it hard to break through that. All right. Thanks for asking, Allison. Okay. So you decided what your service or what your business was going to be. You're starting to tell people you know, and now you're going to sell those people plus more your idea. Everybody's good up until now? We are right at the hour. I feel like that's super tangible. Without making it too, I want to continue this like a mastermind. I want to continue working through this because I want to work with, like, this is my goal right now. I'm looking for 25. I want a small group of business owners. That's not what I want to say. I want to say healing focused business owners, like coaching and practitioners and spas and clinics and chiropractors. Like I want 25 of us to be in a room going for 7 figures. So this is, you know how I just told you have an idea? Like that's my idea. What's the next thing I need to do? Build an audience. What am I doing right now? I'm live on YouTube. I'm free. I'm on Facebook. I'm going to put it on Instagram. Like I'm going to just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. I'm going to give. I'm going to serve. I'm going to offer value. Do y'all find this was valuable, even though it was free? Did you get something from it? Did it help you get some clarity? Do you feel more confident that you understand business a little bit better? So this is what you are going to do with your idea. You're going to start talking about it in a tangible way. So be careful with this, Allison. Don't talk about like the subconscious, the behind the scene, don't talk about all that. Talk about getting closer to the results. Talk about how the clients are getting what they want. Talk about I'm so excited with Melanie. She was my first real, like legit 10X. We 10X her income. I blasted that in the 10X community. I put it on my thing. We did a podcast. We're celebrating it. You know what we have to do now? We got to grow her belief to 7 figures now. Like, it's not over. That's why I want y'all to get out of all the drama, make a decision, and let's go. Because now her goal, which was 40,000 a month, is 85,000 a month. You think we have time to get nitpicky and do all this? No, it's so, Melanie, does it feel so much more serious? That there's no
yeah.
dropping the ball anymore because
Yeah. It's
Because-
different. It's a whole nother game.
so are our conversations different?
Absolutely.
Is the process different?
Yeah. It's literally like starting a whole nother level. Like it's trying to wrap your head around it and not get into your head.
Yeah. So if she
Right.
stays with people who are trying to figure out their niche, am I going to be serving her?
Yeah.
She's not going to want to come and hear this over and over and over. So that's why I'm planting the seed, looking, I'm going to start with 10. I might start with 5 or 2. I'm looking for those people. And it might be the 7-figure club, thinking that's what we might call it, the 7-figure club. So it is a group of women, business owners, entrepreneurs, leaders, influencers in their market who want to get to $1 million. You know what's going to be after that? How to keep $1 million in your pocket. Are we going to put $1 million in our pocket the first year? No, because the extra profit that she earns is to scale her. So for some of you, making 50 to 150,000 with a high profit margin might be your goal. I have a client at $3 million. She took home 140. She's running a staff of 20 people. She's doing multiple locations. She's in the medical world. Like, you could make 150 as a coach and healing practitioner. You might not want to run an organization. So I wouldn't put myself in the $1 million or the 7-figure club if you're happy with 50 to 150 in your pocket. Like, do you really want to go 10 years down and create this $3 million organization with multiple locations with a bunch of employees and sales and marketing expenses to make the 150? Are y'all following me? Like, I'm just trying to be real about it. Y'all are frozen. That's what's happening. I was like, y'all were looking at me like this, but you were all frozen. You're back. Did I freeze? Yeah. Okay. Well, I probably said some good, scary stuff in there. Anyway, don't you think it's important to know, like, don't you think 50,000 clear is a lot of money? Or 100,000? Like, I'm talking profit. I think a lot of people jack themselves up because they're trying to get to $5 million and don't realize that $5 million might be 200,000 clear. And then take out your taxes and you're going to have 160,000 clear. Is that, I don't want it to be sad. I want it to be understood so that you can, because I still debate this every day. It's like, I know how to do this so easily now. I want to offer opportunity to more people. That's why I want a bigger establishment. I haven't gotten lucky to get on other people's big stages. Like, so I just like, I'm not waiting. I'm just going to be on my own. But if somebody invited me to their big stage with 2,000 or 3,000 people, I would take that. If they said, hey, why don't you come in and coach my 200 member mastermind and I'll give you $200,000, I would probably do it, just so y'all know. I probably would not go through all of this expensive heartache. Is it hard, Melanie, to hit 85,000 a month? Is it hard? It's so hard.
Yeah, I haven't hit it yet, but it's my goal. But even if I, that's that goal though, even if I don't hit it, it's going to raise up what I'm making now anyway, right? So it's just going to push me to go over what I've been doing. So.
Yeah. And in Melanie's case, like, she's very clear about the goal. Like, the goal is to have, it's like, we're looking at 3 locations. We're not just looking at like growing this. It's like, get this one to $3 million and then open 2 more with the model, but not until we figure out the model that works. She's got to establish the $3 to $5 million location with a system that could work anywhere before she buys another clinic or opens another clinic. You guys are getting this? Like, we're not talking, I think what happens is we get excited and we go, oh, let's do another one. Let's add another product. No, we don't add new products and we don't add new buildings. That's not how you get there. Sustainable, predictable, and profitable. Sustainable, predictable, and profitable. And so it's just putting in the reps to get to the $1 million. So you guys, please do not go throw a bunch of money at marketing. I'm telling you, it's not the answer. The fastest way to grow the business is to grow yourself and get really clear on your message and really good at your craft and really good at selling your idea. That's it. I hope you took that away from this call today. Let me know, give me some feedback. Let me know what everyone's thinking so that we can end this with some clarity. If anyone is watching on YouTube and you want some help with that, or you want to hop on a free conversation, like you can click on the link and jump on a call with me for 20 minutes and kind of see what we do in Boss Up. Melanie, you're in Boss Up. What do you think about it?
It's good. It's been helpful. I mean, it really, you need it. You know, I think it's having that support really helps because you're constantly battling your brain and, you know, questioning yourself. So it's really good to get focused again on why you're doing it. Super helpful.
Yeah, we talked about this. Was it you that we talked about it a few days ago where I was like, I wake up and my belief is gone. Like, who sucks my belief out in the middle of the night? Like, I cannot believe I have to start at ground zero in the morning. What, like, because I'm in a $5 million belief I have never, ever, ever done before.
Yeah.
And so it's not sticking yet. Like the capacity to believe is not holding. And I mean, I am infusing myself all the time.
It's real. Yeah, it's real. You're constantly going back and forth. So it's good to have that support, knowing that other people feel that same way too, but that you're gonna get over it. But it's constant. People have to understand that it's something that you're gonna constantly be having to deal with. Right?
I don't think it's ever going away.
No.
Because when you were a wide open vessel, you were infused with inaccurate information. You were misinformed very, very early on. And that indoctrination is very deep in the cells. There is an imprint in your being. That's why I say it's more than mindset. There's an imprint in the being of your nervous system, in your neurology, which is the way that you think, the way that you feel, the way that you behave. It's all muscular. It's infused. And so it's kind of like changing the color of your eyes, changing the size of your foot, changing the way that you look. This is just what you got, man. And so you're going to always be putting on the contacts of the different color. You're going to be always trying to like manipulate your foot in different shoes to make it look different. You're going to always be compensating that intentionally and consciously because it's just how it is. Now, we have neuroplasticity and we can change it, and it changes through habit and behavior, but it changes through conscious habit and behavior. And if any of you have figured out how to do that without a coach or a mentor, let us know the secret, because I don't think it's possible. I've been doing this a very, very long time. And I do this work every single morning throughout the day. When like I was out of town, I couldn't wait to get on another call like this with you guys because it keeps it fresh in me. I love to teach what I'm learning. I'm learning how to simplify things right now. I used to just come and dump stuff on you and think you understood. Now I realize you don't understand. I need to back up and do it a different way. I need to make sure you're writing it down, you're engaged, you're listening, you're participating. I'm giving you the opportunity to teach what you know, right? So that way it's sticking, and we're changing that paradigm. We're changing the imprint. So it will change its, shall we say, its shape, kind of like our skin, it'll change its shape. But I don't think the root, the basis, because I remember my dad, like, right before he died, he had a UTI infection. You know how it makes him kind of crazy? They just like, like they go like all over the place, their brain. You know what I'm talking about? I watched him. We didn't know what it was at the time. We figured it out later. I watched him. He was like, tick, 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 tick. He would do tick, tick, tick. And he was working on an engine and building a barn. Like he was doing what he did in his early years. It was still in his body. was in his body. And when his conscious mind went away from the infection, that is what he revealed. Like I learned a lot of lessons with the dying. I've been with people on their deathbed and going through that process and seeing the way that the layers of this are working in our physiology, in our psychology, like what's happening in our mind, what's happening in our body. Our subconscious is revealed. It is materialized in physical form through the body. And man, when you can understand that and you're onto it and you stay awake and you get a trusted mentor, can't tell you how valuable that is to be in a mastermind, to be in a mentorship with somebody who knows your BS, who already knows the lies you tell yourself, knows what your struggles are. I just don't think there's anything more valuable. I've been in some great ones and I've been in some very fluky ones. And the money, you really don't know what you get until you get there. So if your person is not invested in your growth and your potential, I would seek somewhere else. I really would. This is what this guy and I were talking about in Dallas. He said that he joined a mastermind for $1,000 a month. And at the 3-month mark, they do a live event. And he's like, I can get this on YouTube, man. There's nothing here. Like I want to be in a group of men who are successful. It's very lonely in this world. You know, I make really good money, but I want to keep learning and be infused. But he's like, I get this for free on YouTube and on social media. You got to bring something else. And I do believe that is what I bring, not to pat my own back, but I am always learning. And bringing it back, I put myself in challenging situations and I'm willing to challenge myself in front of you. Like I give goals, I say them out loud, knowing I have no idea how to do that. Your containers have been so damn beneficial. Thank you. And it helps me do the same. Exactly. That is my goal when someone signs up. I'm like, just promise me you will help someone else with this. Like, let me help you get into the position of being the valuable leader that can help someone else. Like this is meant to be spread, not like stuck. We want it to keep growing. All right. That is what I have for you today. I hope this was helpful. If you want to go back and catch anything, if you missed any parts of it, it's live on my YouTube channel. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do that now. I'm going to go ahead and click the link in case you're not, and I'm going to put it in the chat here. I have the intention of growing my YouTube this year, first to 50. And then my big goal is 500,000 followers. Now, I'm not looking at vanity numbers. I want engaged business owners. I want healing focused practitioners. I want mind, body, energy practitioners. So they are healers and chiropractors and physical therapists and holistic functional doctors. Like that's who I'm looking for to grow this channel, so that we can have more events on how to grow our business together. Mary Beth, thank you for coming. So happy to see you. All right. I'll give you a moment if anyone has anything in the chat to ask me. I did promise I would do Q&A. Thank you. Okay. Toodaloo.